You all said summer was the hardest season in the game, and I took that personal. So this is how I tried surviving 100 days of extreme summer with extra challenges to make it even harder. And spoiler alert, it was painful. But wait, before I get into it, I want to let you all know that this video has been sponsored and was made possible by the hit mobile tower defense game Age of Origins. Age of Origins is a strategy-based mobile game with multiple game modes ranging from story mode to straight player versus player. However, the main objective of the game is based around us taking the role of a commander of a new city trying to make a name for itself in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. And of course, our job here is to level up the city, which stands in the middle of this enormous map in one of several different worlds, and use our troops and officers as well as titans to dominate the competition. Oh yeah, because not only do we have a city, but hundreds of other players also have their own cities all over this place and are actively fighting waves of zombies, looting abandoned oil fields, farms, mills, or even attacking other players all in real time. But don't worry about getting raided, because we can actually join or even make our own alliances to help us fix our city up faster, team up to take down stronger targets, or simply just bully the weaker ones. And like I said, this isn't even the only game mode, so if you want to learn more or just want to help us support the channel so I can keep making these videos and help host more community challenges, then stick around to learn more and see how you can get $60 worth of free gifts when you first download the game. So yeah, enjoy. Now as soon as I spawn, I'm already in a hurry, because in exactly 30 seconds I will start overheating faster than orphans near Willow. And since I set wildfires to an insane amount to make it even harder, I need to pick up everything nearby before it dries up or burns down. Now, although standing under a tree with a whirly fan can stop the pain, this will only last about 1 day until the heat becomes too much to bear. So to survive the other 99, I have to make a pickaxe as soon as I can, but the locals seem to have other plans.
The mowworm's eating the flint. No.
So with this rock hit on the loose, I have to risk turning into a raisin, and while having a heat stroke, I was able to finally get into the caves.
Go.
Now if you're having trouble with summer, then caves are probably the best remedy, because not only will you not take overheating damage, but wildfires are also non-existent down here, meaning plenty of grass and twigs to pick up all the time. And with a bunnyman village and rocks nearby for a science machine, everything is set for a great base. But wait, I know what you're thinking. This is a summer challenge, not a cave challenge. Well, for that reason, I'm only spending 10 days here. And after that, I'm pulling a dad move, going out for milk and never coming back. So I have to make the best out of this time and get all the materials I can carry. And by day 4, I'm pretty happy with what I have. So I set up a temporary base and catch a firefly to start strip mining for diamonds. Now, for those that don't know, stalagmites have a good chance of dropping blue gems, which I will need later on in the run to unlock probably the best way to deal with summer heat. And by the end of day 7, I've only gathered 6 of the 9 gems I need. And with only 2 days left in the caves now, I want to get at least a bit of ruins loot. So after getting chased by some monkeys, I tried sneaking past the security guarding the entrance to the ruins, but that didn't work out too well.
Ow, what the bro, are you serious? Go fuck.
And with only access to a bad maze, all I got was a couple of red gems and an empty stomach, which is terrible news. But even worse is that now we're out of time, so I have no other choice than to gather up all my stuff and kiss the shadow creatures goodbye. I just hope that not getting any ruins loot won't come back to haunt me. Anyways, now I'm back in the oven. With a nice big welcome, I can take advantage of the full moon to gather up more nitrate and commit crimes against Wormwood's family. I just need to pay more attention to my thermalstone.
What? Oh, I left my thermalstone in my backpack.
But I keep on exploring, gathering materials, looking for a good spot to base, and on day 16, I finally found our savior from the heat, followed by this very fitting set piece.
Oh, that's so cool.
And on day 18, while looting some graves, I might have accidentally done something.
Uh-oh.
Which then got a little bit out of hand and almost ended horribly.
No.
Then by day 19, I found everything I still needed, and now things are starting to look pretty good. Which of course is not allowed here.
Oh.
So I try to talk it out on day 21, and since I have no common sense, I decide to move in right next door. And this is why I don't recommend you ever try this.
What the heck? Ah.
So yeah, now I have to take down my beautiful base and play David Goggins Simulator and look for a new spot to settle down. And finally, on day 23, I start setting up a proper base where I can actually see. However, like always, the Constant doesn't want to see us win and sends out its agents to attack me. But thankfully, the sun was on our side against Charlie, and honestly, this is not that bad. So I have to make it harder. And as we near the quarter of the challenge, I have to bring our favorite boss back. And for some reason, our enemies seem to want to help us
Look,
during
it's fighting
this run.
the eye. What?
And after a couple of
You
nights
would-
punching it in the eye and getting double teamed on, I finally take it down on night 28.
Ha! I knew it. I knew it. You suck.
But wait, this is getting a bit too easy, don't you think? Well, how about we make it even harder by only eating raw food? Or better yet, why not only eat
right on.
butter foods? Well, Chester definitely seemed to like that idea. So now to farm as many butterflies as I can to get all the naughty points from Krampus. And since butterflies are the best food in the game, I
Let's
decided to
go.
take it to the sea and start looking for the lunar island. And although I found the second best place to spend summer in, I eventually ran out of butterflies. So I had to head back to the mainland to bring our naughtiness back up. And on day 36, I placed down another boat on the other side of the world. And this time I find it almost immediately. Although it seems I only came here for pain. And since I didn't bring enough food to put the outer together, I have to head back home with only a single bar of butter left in my pocket because I'm terrible at managing my food. And luckily I made it back home, but just as you will see, I did not learn anything from this. And as day 40 rolls around, I'm starting to get pretty comfortable again. So I need to make this even harder. So the plan is simple: make some marble suits, bring butterflies to extinction, pay for my sins, and on day 51, as we cross the halfway mark of this challenge, I can once again walk the sandstorm, grab my thermostone, and start the fight with our worst enemy. But wait, I don't want you all to die of boredom while I face tank the most annoying boss in the game. So let me tell you more about Age of Origins. Now, like I said earlier, Age of Origins has its huge map and alliances that you can join to help you grow and take down higher level enemies. But maybe that's not your thing and you don't want to play with other people. Well, we don't even have to do that at all, because Age of Origins has done a great job at making so many different game modes that I'd be surprised if there's not at least one that grabs your attention. For example, if we click on this little tower here, we can play the tower defense mode. And if you liked Orange's new video, then I think you'll enjoy this too. In the tower defense game mode, we go through several different levels where our job is to defend against waves of zombies that will come from one or multiple locations and keep them from getting to the other side using machine guns, lasers, and even rocket launchers. And while it starts out easy, the deeper you go, the harder and funner it gets. And if you're just like me and can't leave anything without having a perfect score, then you'll keep playing it over and over, trying to get the perfect combination to get those 3 golden stars. Personally, my favorite is level 8, which took me more tries than I would like to admit. But hey, don't judge me. I'd like to see you do it first try. And if you keep leveling up your city and eventually you think this is too easy, you can also try out the infinite game mode. And in this one, you face off in unlimited rounds of zombies and you can level up your guns and also regain health. But this one's a lot harder, so don't think you'll get away with it too easy. Just imagine it's a bunch of WX mains coming to take your gears and you'll be in the leaderboard in no time. And if neither of these is deep enough for you and you prefer a story, then look no further than the story mode. See, as we upgrade our base and become Wilson mains, we unlock parts of the story behind making the city a better place and talking with funny Dr. Gray, who helps us with Lucy, which is the first ever zombie that we turned back into a human. And as we heal her, she also provides perks for our army. And healing her will slowly make her gain trust for us at the point where we will eventually be able to become, intimate. But wait, because maybe all of this sounds too complicated and you don't have the time to level up a city, follow a story mode, and you're kind of feeling like Antlion right now. Well, then let me introduce you to my favorite game mode of them all. And although it's a bit hidden down in the settings, the mini game is by far my favorite part in this game. In this game mode, all we have to do is follow down the road with our army of soldiers and try to make it past all the obstacles with as many soldiers as we can. And honestly, I'm not ashamed to say that I spent hours playing this game mode because it's so much fun. And when you try it out, please tell me how to get 3 stars on level 14 because I have no idea. And I have literally tried everything and it's making me lose my marbles. See what I did there? Oh yeah, and before I forget, and while I also gather all the silk in the world, make sure that when you download the game and unlock your titans here, which will help you when raiding other people, make sure that you turn them around and look down, because this alone is worth downloading the game and claiming that free $60 gift pack. It's very cool, definitely a certified titan moment. So yeah, again, thank you so much to Age of Origins for sponsoring us and providing us with the resources to be able to host more community challenges. And thank you all in advance for using the link in the description or on the pinned comment to download Age of Origins and claim your free $60 starter pack with the code in the description to try out one of the best mobile games I've played. Oh yeah, and tell me how to get 3 stars on level 14. I need to know! Anyways, as I'm close to wiping out all the spiders in the earth, like always, I don't pay enough attention to my stats. As I'm fighting for my life against spiders, hounds, and nightmare creatures, I began to do the one thing you never do in this game: starve. And while being in the middle of the swamp where no flowers grow, I need to run for my life to find any flowers because my health is dropping fast. And I'm able to buy myself some more time with the healing salves I collected earlier, but I'm still far from okay. And as I'm running through the birch nut biome seeing nothing but trees, I'm beginning to lose hope, seeing my health drop so low. And then all of a sudden, with seconds to spare, I witness a miracle.
Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh my god.
So now I think I finally learned my lesson, and since I have so much meat that I'm not even eating, I decided to get some pigs to help me chop down some trees.
Epic slavery.
Or at least I tried.
Oh.
And as day 75 gets closer and closer, I get what I think is enough butterflies to begin the bee queen fight. And this thing does so much damage, but regardless, I'm able to land a good amount of hits on her. I just need to work on my aiming a bit.
Oh my god.
Then I realized that 600 butterflies was not enough, and before being able to safely land the final hit, I had to stop, because one more hit and I'll be sleeping with Antlion.
I'm done with this fight. This fight's dumb.
So yeah, I'll admit that maybe fighting Bee Queen using only butterflies in the middle of summer is probably not the best strategy. And to make it fair that I didn't beat her in time, I'll punish myself by using what you all said was the worst weapon in the game. And honestly, it's not even that bad. Okay, maybe a little bit. And since in a couple of days I will be fighting our final enemy, I decide to relocate the pigs and try fighting some spiders, but yeah, I think I'll stick with butterflies instead. And after days and days and days of hunting butterflies and feeding the frogs, we finally reached day 100 and Dragonfly could not wait. So now the final fight begins. And with the help from the pigs and with the power of the fishing rod, we're going hand in hand, trading blows, doing a lot of damage to each other. And as I'm on my last helmet, with Dragonfly on its last bit of health, as I'm about to land the final blow, okay, fishing rods are bad. But hey, watch this other video to see what happens when your roommate is an old lady.